Hey guys, Axomyth here, and this is the first Gamer's Log of 2022, and it's almost been 2.5 months. I mean, granted, the hiatus of a Gamer's Log has been longer, but there's been a severe lack of video content, and I have been working on the previous video, or at least by the time that this video gets uploaded, it'll be the previous video. The Force Unleashed 2 for the 360. Worked a lot on that one, but that was a lot of like on and off because some days I was tired from my day job, and other times, you know, I would like sit down to work on it and then I'd fall asleep. So I don't know what's going on there. Just been a little more tired lately. So yeah, this is another kind of a pickups. So for this next part, I'm basically going to talk about all of the Christmas stuff first, because I thought that would be kind of a really good place to start, because that's kind of what happened first. So let's get right on it. So first, my wife got me, this is kind of like a new build your own lightsaber kind of line of toys. I kind of fell in love with this the same way I fell in love with the, you know, the lightsabers with the heads. I don't know, but this one is the dark saber, and unlike, I mean, you could kind of see that I have one back there already, and you actually, if you go back to the last one, you could see that it's back there too. Unlike that one, this one's actually electronic. I don't know if it makes sound because I haven't actually put batteries in it yet, but I'm mostly got this as a display piece. But yeah, it's the dark saber, and it's actually really cool. I really like the idea of being able to switch these parts, and I'm basically sure that had these come out like a decade ago, I would have really gotten into these, and in fact I probably would have made it a mission to try to collect them all. I mean, they're only $15. I think that one in particular was around 20-ish, but you know, it's got electronics. I got this little figure of Kanan Jarrus. He's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, particularly Star Wars Rebels. He's the one that I kind of related to the most, I guess. It's kind of in the same styles of this Mando and Luke Skywalker I have up there, if you can see it. I'm not sure if you can. Okay, so this one kind of takes some explaining. I was a giant Thomas the Tank Engine fan back when I was a kid, right? And my mom got me this because Thomas turned 75, I guess, and it's still really an amazing thing. I'm still going to display this somewhere. This Jar Jar Binks Black Series action figure. Man, that was such that was a fun gift. I don't even have much else to say about it. It's a Jar Jar Binks, like, you know. And then, as always, I end up with Pops. This is IG-88. It actually is like a series of like the bounty hunters from episode 5. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. So real quick, I am going to get into games. I ended up with Sonic Colors Ultimate for Christmas. From what I hear of it, I'm not totally thrilled because Sega could do better. I just heard that there's like a bunch of glitches and stuff that really needed to be ironed out before they sent this game out. And even like the patches that they have sent out really haven't fixed all of the problems, you know. So I'm kind of disappointed in Sega for that, but you know, I've heard that Sonic Colors is such a good game, so I'm willing to give it a try, you know. I kind of tried to make this announcement, I guess, but I was going to try to make this the year of the Switch or whatever, where basically I just play like a whole bunch of Switch games instead of basically playing my 3DS all year. I might go back to my 3DS next year, but I've loved playing the Switch, you know. It's been fun. So next up, Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania. I don't really remember who got me this, but it comes with an art book. I actually got to experience this because my oldest brother came over last week, and we played Pikmin 3, and then this was another game that we played, and man, this was just so fun. The only thing that I can say, I was getting a good laugh out of it because we were doing so badly, but Monkey Target, they changed a lot on it, so it's not fun anymore, basically. I was having a good time because we were doing so badly, and I thought it was us, but no, they literally changed the physics on this game where it's almost impossible, I swear. I think this one's cheating a little bit because I don't think I got this one for Christmas. I think I bought this one myself. But it was close enough to Christmas. I got myself Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Pokemon, the 4th generation of Pokemon gets a lot of crap because the story isn't good. 100%. 100%. But to be fair, the stories in Pokemon are almost never great. So, whatever. But this was kind of my Pokemon generation. It's kind of hard to think of that because technically I grew up with the 3rd generation of Pokemon, and I got into Pokemon when the 3rd one was kind of, around and stuff, but I never owned a Pokemon game for myself until the DS version came out of Diamond and Pearl, and I remember thinking back when the 4th generation first came out that the Pokemon, that the new Pokemon, it's always the same complaint with me that the new Pokemon just kind of suck. But man, I just fell in love with all 3 of these starters, and this is literally something that hasn't happened since. And I love Turtwig, I love Chimchar, Piplup is awesome, Chimchar all the way. So I'm looking forward to revisiting this game from my childhood. Alright, so the next one is actually a new game that's kind of surprising considering how old it is. Well, 3DS. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. I kind of made it a goal to play every single one of these. And, I've done most of them at this point. This is literally the last one. I kind of planned on talking about the last ones I haven't talked about yet, but we'll see what happens with that because, there's a footage issue, and the first review kind of sucked, but I do still feel like adding the footage made it a little better, but it's still not great. But I'm really looking forward to playing this sometime. Paper Jam, I've heard that it was okay. And then I got, it's called the Dragon Star series, but it's kind of like the Black series, if you will, like the Star Wars figures of Dragon Ball Z, of Krillin. Krillin is literally Krillin and Master Roshi and Hercule. I like all the human characters in Dragon Ball Z, unironically, mind you. Vegeta is, Vegeta. And Goku literally almost got everybody killed. Krillin's the only one who had, a brain or anything. Because he's just he's fighting to, protect his family and stuff. Gohan was too, obviously. But, I just have a lot of sympathy for Krillin. I love Hercule as a joke character. And, I just find Master Roshi, has a certain charm, even though he's not, the best type of character anymore. But yeah, I got Krillin. I'm really excited because this is, out of the back of the box, I think this is, the one I wanted most. They got, a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on here. The fusion between Goku, Vegeta, whatever. But, yeah, Krillin is awesome. And then I got my first NES hack. This is called Zelda Curse from the Outskirts. This is like a 2D style platformer. I think by the images I found on eBay, or the images that were posted with this game on eBay, I was so excited because, like, you know, I think everybody would be, you know, with their first, you know, Nintendo hack. I know that there's this other game that the 8-bit guy is making called Attack of the Petsky Robots. It's coming out for the NES, the Super Nintendo, and the Genesis. I don't own a Genesis, but I think I'm going to try to buy all three of those just because of how awesome it is that in the year of our Lord 2022, there's NES game, you know, there's NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis games coming out, you know what I mean? Although not technically legal. I mean, I guess technically, like, the 8-bit guy's case is, whereas this is like a hack, so this technically isn't legal. But, you know, it's still, you know, more of what you want to see on the Nintendo, you know what I mean? Because, like, I feel like the Nintendo library really could have benefited from more games like Zelda, you know what I mean? The Genesis and the Master System could have benefited from a game like Zelda, you know what I mean? Even though this is like a 2D platformer, so I guess that doesn't really count, but whatever. So that was a lot of rambling. This is something that my cousin out in Washington made and sent to my parents. My parents basically had my cousin make this for me, and what it is an Axelmith pop. And I don't really think that they realized how much that meant to me. But yeah, this is a really cool thing, you know. It's a little pop of me, you know. Bet you that's how JonTron felt when he got his, what is that? The off-brand Funko Pop, whatever. And then I do have the manga, obviously. This one is an Origami number 9. I haven't gotten to read this yet because I've been doing other things and trying to read other things at the same time. I haven't been reading nearly as much this year. That was mostly a last year thing, because something to depart myself so that I wasn't just playing video games all the time, you know. But I definitely will get to this really soon here. I think this is one of the last Christmas things I have to show. I got Dragon Ball Amiibos number 4. I think this literally just goes up to, like, the beginning of the Piccolo saga, like the old Piccolo saga. So love Dragon Ball, always have. You know, I'm gonna get to it, you know, it's inevitable. And then I swear to you, this is the last thing I got for Christmas. It's an RC car of the child from The Mandalorian. Like, come on, that's fun. Ain't that kind of fun? It's an RC car. Okay, so this part is stuff that I have gotten or have bought. So, stay with me here. First off, I wanted to show this off. I know, I'll show off literally every... Oh, that was supposed to go to Wade. So, I love how I'll show off, like, everything else people give me, but I won't open that giant box full of computer stuff. But, I got the original PlayStation. I haven't been able to test it yet, mostly because, like, that TV is hooked up, the CRT is hooked up, but, like, nothing is plugged into it yet. Because it's kind of like, what's the point? I plan on moving this entire setup down to the basement, again. So, yeah, but yeah, this is, like, huge for me, because I never really grew up with this, you know what I mean? I have, like, 2 games for it, and, like, that's it, you know, but it's still exciting to have. And then, with it, I also got a controller. I think this is technically a PlayStation 2 controller. I'm not really sure, but, you know, still fun. I already had the memory card from Final Fantasy VII, so I'm hoping to actually play that on real hardware this time. And then, you know, just a bunch of hookups, obviously, so I'm going to throw all this stuff back in here. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go into these, this slight section with Amiibos, and this is one that I got way before Christmas. I think, honestly, the last Gamer's Log was just filmed when I got this, so it kind of just missed the cutoff date, you know what I mean? But, Cat Peach, my son loves Mario 3D Land, and I've honestly thought about just giving up and getting it for him for the Switch, because he's only able to play it on the Wii U. I'm excited to have this one in my collection. Again, it's like I want to own all of the Mario ones and all of the Zelda ones, and thus far I have all the Zelda ones. So again, this one was just after the last Gamer's Log, so I think honestly the last Gamer's Log came out, not the December one where I reviewed all the games, but the one before that. Yeah, Ridley from Metroid. I kind of became a really big recent fan of the series, and I can't believe it's taken me this long, you know what I mean? 20 plus years of knowing Nintendo and Metroid. And I bought this actually before I bought the game. Actually, I think, come to think about it, the same thing happened with Ripley, because I bought these on the same day. Yeah, I love this game. I actually just beat it not too long ago. It was phenomenal. It was crazy good. Definitely challenging, but I got the Amiibos to coincide with it. The Emmy robots can go screw themselves, but it was still a fun game, really fun. So this next one again is kind of cheating. I don't remember when exactly I got it. I think I got it closer to my birthday, but I didn't show it in the last Gamer's Log. The birthdays pickup, which kind of happened in November. But my wife got me Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3, and this is actually the game that I just started. I just started the first Dragon Quest. I probably won't play all three in order. One right after the other. I probably won't do that. I'll probably throw a couple other games in between. But so far, I've been kind of enjoying it. It's been really difficult because I feel like I'm just, I just keep dying, and then I have to go all the way back to the beginning to I'll turn it off to save to be able to get all of that gold back really fast. But I just feel like I'm going back to the starting town a lot. And, I think I've played for like 6 hours at this point, and that's all I've been doing is trying to get through this one cave, and that didn't even work. So now I'm just kind of confused on where to go. But, I was pretty excited that she got me these. I always have loved the Akira Toriyama art style. Again, one I bought myself. This is Dragon Ball Fusions. I've heard so many great things about this game. I have no idea how to even play it, but I'm still pretty excited to check it out, Got a bunch of characters from Dragon Ball, and, you fuse them together. It's awful fan fiction, This is the type of stuff I used to make. It was a little incohesive, but now there's movies that I have. I have the Street Fighter movie Alpha. I've heard really good things about this movie. It looks awesome by the back of the box. I like the art style. So, looking forward to seeing this. Another Dollar General buy. This is a red versus blue Shinso Paradox. It looks like a movie. Obviously, kind of like the Halo parody type stuff. Never seen Red versus Blue, so this will be kind of like my first experience with it. So that's always fun, and it's kind of crazy that Halo, that they're getting away with this basically. I guess it's free advertisement for Halo, right? And then yet another Dollar General buy. I actually don't go to Dollar General that often, but when I do, I always check out the movies. Night of the Living Dead, I think this is the 90s version of the movie. I don't really care either way. I'm not really that big of a horror movie guy, but this was one of them that James Rolfe was like, yeah, movie's great. So I'm like, yay, let's check it out. With like between the Force Unleashed 1 and the Force Unleashed 1 for the Wii, I took like a week break and I watched a couple films. They were all basically Cinderella story movies, which, by the way, are, I would love to just create a gamer's log video of just that, comparing and talking about those. But there's one more that I have to see before I can bore you all with that. And then lastly here, we got a bunch of manga pickups. So I found Dragon Ball Supers 3 and Dragon Ball Super 4. I actually did reading the first two, thought they were good. So I picked up 3 and 4 here. And surprisingly to me, I found them at Meijer. Like, Meijer almost never... If I ever see Dragon Ball Super at Meijer, it's one of them, and it's usually one or, volumes 1 or 2, or like 15. You know what I mean? It's usually, if you find manga at Meijer, it's what's current, not stuff that, came out like back in 2016, you know what I mean? But yes, super glad to be able to get to these. I've been enjoying the art style, kind of. It's not quite the same, but it's darn close, you know what I mean? So that's fun. For the next one, I got My Hero Academia. It has taken me so long to get into this. When I actually started watching it, it didn't take me that long, because like I basically watched the first episode and I was like, okay, this is a good show. I don't know why I was skeptical of it at all. My skepticism mostly came from, it seemed like the westernized superhero stuff that I don't care for, you know what I mean? So like it seemed very much like, Superman or, I just don't care for those for some reason. I never have. But this has like a fun shonen anime twist on that concept. And when they say that Sky High walks so this thing can run, like they really mean it. This is basically the adventures of Sky High. It's fun. It's been a fun show. So I decided to pick up the manga. It's been kind of like the next big anime to me. Even though I haven't heard as many people talk about it, and I haven't seen as much merchandise for it as I kind of used to, but man, this is such a good show. I highly recommend it if you're into anime. Next up is this fun thing. This is called The Way of the Household Husband. My boss at work actually got me into this. He is like one of the least nerdiest guy I know. And I use that in quotations because he's really into sports, and that to me is really nerdy also. And he watched this on Netflix. There's like a season of like 10 episodes of it, or maybe it's like 6. No, it's like 10 episodes or something like that. They're like skits, like 6 skits inside the episode, whatever. But this was a super fun show, and I was like, okay, I definitely got to collect the manga for this thing. It's so fun. It's so fun, dude. I'm gonna botch this. Urei Yatsura. It's the same creator as Ranma 1/2, and it's one of those I've been curious about, but I've never jumped on. So this is more of I'm gonna try this out and see if I like it. If I do, then great. If I don't, then I'm probably gonna try to get rid of this. But yeah. I've always loved the Rumiko Takahashi art style also, so I'm really excited to be able to read this. Lastly, I've got Akira Toriyama Manga Theater, a hardcover. I was surprised that this thing came out in hardcover. And basically what this is, it's a bunch of one-shots, and it's a bunch of like, couple chapter things before Dragon Ball, and sometimes even before Dr. Slump, which is the thing that got Akira Toriyama big, So I'm really, really excited to get to this. This is like a piece of history, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like finding out that your creator, that one of your favorite YouTube creators was on a different channel creating this other stuff first, and then they made, then they got big on this other channel, you know what I mean? So awesome, and I'm super excited to get to this. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, and, come back for, the next part of The Force Unleashed 2, if you will. Until next time, this is Axelmith, and I'll see y'all later.